The Digestive System Crash Course 101 by Edward Sayers. This video is just going to be a crash course on the digestive system, in which we will be following the places and stages of which food goes through, starting with taking in the food, digesting the food, and then dealing with the waste products of the food. The process of digestion has many stages, the first of which starts in the mouth and ends at the rectum and anus. So first, let's start at the mouth. The mouth is obviously the place where the food is consumed, and within our mouth we have saliva. When we eat, the salivary gland in our mouth releases enzymes to break down the carbohydrates within our mouth. These types of enzymes are called amylase, and as you can see, the salivary glands are in the mouth as shown in this diagram here. Once the enzyme amylase have broken down the carbohydrates, the now chewed food is then taken down the esophagus, which is basically the process of swallowing. The chewed food is pushed down the esophagus via a large number of contractions, one after the other, just pushing the food down until it reaches the stomach. This process of contractions in the esophagus is called peristalsis, and this process normally takes around 7 seconds to be fully completed. So as you can see on the diagram here, the food comes into the mouth and is chewed and is broken down by the amylase enzymes released in the salivary glands, and then the food is then taken down this tube here, which is the esophagus, into the stomach. Once the food is pushed all the way down the esophagus, it reaches the stomach, or the acid bath. The stomach secretes acids and enzymes that digest the food. Gastric acid is released in the stomach, as well as the enzymes called protease. The protease enzyme helps to break down proteins, just like the amylase broke down the carbohydrates within the mouth. Also, muscles contract sporadically, churning the food into a consistency to enhance digestion. Once the food has been broken down into a paste-like consistency, the food travels into the small intestine. The enzymes in the small intestine work best in alkaline conditions, but the food is acidic after being in the stomach. Bile is an alkaline substance produced in the liver and is secreted into the small intestine. Also secreted into the small intestine via the liver are enzymes called lipase, which help to break down fats. Any leftover bile produced by the liver is stored in the gallbladder. After meals, the gallbladder is empty and flat, like a deflated balloon, but before a meal, the gallbladder may be full of bile and about the size of a small pear. The pancreas in the body is crucial for us, as it plays an essential role in converting the food we eat into fuel for our body's cells to use. Think of the pancreas as a kind of enzyme factory. It stores all three types of enzymes, amylase, protease, and lipase. These enzymes are then released into the small intestines so that the extraction process can begin to take place. This involves removing good nutrients, vitamins, and minerals from the paste-like substance and then transporting them to where they are needed. This could be things like the blood, muscle tissue, or any types of cells within the body. The paste-like substance is then passed into the large intestine, where it is essentially wrung out. All of the water from the paste is extracted to leave a solid waste product. Basically, all of the good things like the nutrients, vitamins, and minerals were extracted from the paste-like substance within the small intestine, and that's just left a solid which consists of harmful chemicals and bacteria, and also toxins, which need to be expelled from the body. From the large intestine, this waste product is then passed into the rectum, where it is stored until the brain tells it can be passed to the anus, where the waste product can be excreted. So that was a quick crash course 101 on the human body's digestive system, and thank you very much for watching.